Aloha Smelly. Wow, that's rude. What's up, guys? Welcome to another time in the garage where we need to get some work done. How you doing, Mr. Siphon? Hope you're doing amazing. So tonight, quite easy, honestly. We're gonna go ahead and start welding again because I got some gas, some argon for the welder, the TIG welder. So this is the plan for tonight. Not usually streaming on Thursday night, but I already called it that I was probably going to stream just because I want to get shit done. So tonight's plan is quite easy. We are taking the downpipe out of the car. We are taking also some scrap metal, scrap stainless here and there. I have a few things left around, I think. And from there, we're gonna do a test on some scrap metal because I basically resetted the amount of gas from the welder being provided to the welding. So that means I need to test it and reset everything, just because basically what's going on now is that we went through the last bottle of gas quite fast, so we're gonna try to avoid that tonight. Shouldn't take the entire bottle to finish welding that, so we need to take a look at this. That being said, let's just start right away. We don't have any reason to stop ourselves from doing some progression, so let's go. Dual side. There you go. So we're gonna start by just removing that top part here. How you doing, Siphon? What are you up to tonight? What's up, Hawk? Okay, let me guess, you're playing PvE right now with Hawk. This is my guess. Hey, easy. Wow. All right, what's up with all the rude stuff tonight while saying hello? Damn. Can't wait to do some stuff on the interchange later tonight, probably. Oh, that's true, you're working. You're working right now. I really did manage to explode that pretty well. There you go. That's true, that's true. Hope your day is going amazingly well, Hawk. And same for you, Mr. Siphon. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's remove that piping here. There we go. Let's put that to the ground. Now it should just get out by itself. Let's go. So tonight we are completing that thing here for sure, hopefully. I say for sure, but there's nothing more sure than that. All right, so front cam. The Pokeball. So basically here we go, we have something starting to look quite pretty here. We're just missing a couple of welding paths on most of the pie cuts here. Same here, we have the back section there done. We still need to do a part at the front here, but it is really close from being done, that part here. So this is really cool. Like I already mentioned, we won't be going on with the bottom here, because that one we're gonna wait to make sure our 90 degrees is working great and that we don't have to rework that. So we're gonna complete section here, section there, and then move on to reinstalling that into the car. So that being said, let's just go ahead. What I'm gonna do right now is basically start by welding the last part of the wastegate return pipe, so that way we're gonna be clear with that. Let me remove the keyboard because it's a little bit on the way. Move the mouse to the side because that one can always be useful. And then let's drop that right around here. So we're gonna take our trusty friend again, this here, which basically will allow us to hold that part of the pipe up in the air like that while we are welding in the inside right here. So yeah, pretty much the same setup that we used lately. Now, if I'm opening that up, that's looking good. Don't feel anything. Any leak or anything, so that's quite good. And now we're gonna have to adjust the pressure here. I don't know if there's a way to test that pressure except clicking the thing, because yeah, I'm pretty sure we were just too intense on our welding pressure last time, and that's why we went through so easily. Get ready with that. So we're gonna start with stainless. I'm gonna already prepare some milled steel stuff too, because we have some to do. Throw 9L is not the one. That's gonna be the one. So we're gonna get everything in place and ready to go. Basically, just so we don't have to run after that once we're there. I want to get that done so bad so that we can focus on the intercooler piping. Ordered a few things. We need to take also the measurement for basically the water inlet and outlet from the water pump, so that I can order the things for that. Shouldn't be too hard to prepare that thing. Should be pretty straightforward, because like I already said, it's 290 degrees in rubber, basically going through a stainless pipe probably. That will be our cooling system. So that should be pretty doable with the skill we have. Let's bring the ground, let's bring the torch, and with that being said, we're gonna be ready to start. Oh, I delivered to a house that has a BMW like yours with the roll cage and everything just rusting in the drive. Oh, was so good until that last part there. Yikes. Why will somebody do that to those trusty little BMW? That sucks. That didn't make my night there. I mean, everybody has a different opinion on what you should do with a car, I guess. But yeah, race car tends to do that. It only takes a major failure or something and the person just cannot afford like replacing the thing. Oh, nice, love that. All right, let's adjust that. So I don't know if the camera will go out or not, so bear with me. I think we're gonna be good, but what I'm gonna do is start by adjusting the argon here. Now let me check what pressure I should be running. Argon pressure TIG welding. 15 to 20. Yeah, and I think we were like at almost 50 last time, so honestly we were way too high. Let's test that. So I'm gonna turn on the welder and I'm just gonna press that. Yeah, too much. There you go. Spot on. What's up, Mr. Pound? We were having way too much gas flowing last time. Holy shit. It makes absolutely no sense how much gas was going through. It was helping having a really good looking weld, I guess, but hey, it was too much. I'm gonna reduce the heat a little bit tonight because we are welding in a place where there's a bit of an air gap, so it's gonna be tough. How you doing, Mr. Pound? Hope you had a wonderful day today. Mine was pretty damn cool and chill. No big stress, no big rush at the job, which we like a lot. Now it's all about the Datsun tonight, and after that we're gonna be thinking about tomorrow night, where we're gonna be basically playing some Tarky. Let's turn that down a little. Hell yeah. All right, last time with the butt working, dual side. Oh, maybe it's already gone actually. I pressed it a couple of times. There you go. Bam! And with that in place, we are ready to weld. I'm gonna do that. Push that to the side there. So we're gonna start with that section here. Oh no, I thought I was done there last time, but oh no, we were out of gas right at the end. That's true. That was a close call. So I still need to go in there. All right, well, let's start with that, I guess. I have a spot that is not so cool. Today was a shit show that's gonna roll into tomorrow. Gotta love it. So for real, like a good shit show or a rough shit show, because like sometimes there's some good shit show where there's a lot of action at the job, but it's fun. And sometimes there's like my last Thursday where basically it wasn't that fun, because basically it was like a real shit show where they decided 24 hours before the delivery to change the the artistic look of a couple of shots, when it's been like a week and a half I was working on them. So you're like, oh, come on guys. Because that means you restart a lot of work. All right, let's try that right away. Try to complete that spot there. I know it was quite hard to get, so let's see how it's going. If the cam's freezing, okay, guys, if the cam is freezing, and do you hear me well? The mic is actually a little bit in my hoodie, but yeah, if the cam's freezing, use FLO, flow, in chat, okay? So that is gonna be a screamer, and I'm gonna know it's like, ah, the cam is dead, and it's gonna be good. All right, let's freaking go. I don't have a lot of good grip with that. Yeah, have a lot of difficulties to push it in there. I was able to melt part of it, but not the entire thing. Up. All right, so we were up to a solid task last time. Ah, fuck. Yikers. Can I just please? My hand is not the best, the left hand. I'm not so good with it. That's good. All right, can I get that done now? Ah, fuck. Just melted the end. What's up, Blue?
Greatest moment of my life.
It's not my greatest moment of my life right now. Damn, it's hard to get that. Shit cam, we're good. Shit cam still has a special place in my heart. Should make it happen. Oh, okay, yeah. What's up, Kev? I'm gonna make it happen.
This house is a fucking
Just forgot.
prison. A planet of bullshit.
A plane of bullshit. That's excellent. I love that new soundhog. You picked a really good one. All right, it wasn't too bad. It didn't like merge with it fully. You know what? Let's take a few seconds there. What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing amazing. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day so far. I'm trying to close the job we started last time. Just reset the amount of gas my welder was using. Seems like it's gonna make a huge difference because we were running almost 3 times too much gas, which was protecting the welds really well. But let's be honest, not the ideal when you want to save some money. Now, that being said, hello there. It's shaking so much, it's excellent. Let's try to add that command. What I want to do here is not that. It's gonna be a command right here. The chat command, add. There we go. Hop. Oh, I just realized something else I should do too. Or because I'm a nerd, I'm piercing out a DIY Bluetooth CAN bus reader. What? Let's go. Why? Because of me. Because of what I said and asked. VIP. There you go, sir. That, and I feel like I'm missing one there. Let me check. Yep. There you go. That was more than used. Mr. Pound and the Anarchy just has been promoted to VIPs because they are awesome people that show some love to the channel. Kev being here really often, Mr. Pound being here really often, and Mr. Pound that gifted a bunch of subs last night when TFG rated. Thank you so much again. Thank you, Blue, also. You amazing people. To fill up recycle the alert message, L streamer. Wait, what? Oh yeah, this week. Well, I'm sorry, Blue. I want to change them. Honestly, I don't know how many people are reading them, but if you are, I'm gonna change them now. Because honestly, I love custom messages and stuff. Yay, let's go! And I was to try the command, let's go. So exclamation mark, shitcam. Because data logging stuff here. And maybe what? Moderator. I guess I could put VIPs because I trust most of them. All of them except NPV, let's be honest. That. Yes, it is. I just did it. Shitcam is the name of the command. Bam. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm just working on the computer over there. So I'm just doing my shit there. And in chat, add. Oh, I think it will not be that. I think I want to put it in the controls here. Yeah. Add.
Take my money!
Let's go! Thank you for the BDs, Mr. Pound. Take my money! Reset hand cam, because this is the name of it. There. So on the trigger commands, command triggered, I want to set it to shitcam. On the command shitcam, we do that, and in OBS we go to. I need to check 9mm. How is it done? I'm gonna take that. Can I copy that? I cannot copy them. Okay, so source visibility. Okay, this is what I need to do. So I'm gonna go there. Doing custom shit right now. OBS source. Set source visibility state. Oh, it's not a visibility though, it's an activation and deactivation. Set source. I don't know how to do it right away. I'm gonna need to look somewhere. All right, part of the command is done, but it won't work yet. Shit! I was trying to big brain it right now, but I'm gonna need a few things. It's that time, hopefully I find my way back. Hopefully. In about how long do we need to send the police or the army to save you, Mr. Pound? Just to make sure. We need to hear a hi in chat in less than 15 minutes. How about that? All right, guys, let's keep going. We're gonna do this shit cam later. So need to turn on the welder again. The sound of the welding has changed too, being quieter than it was, which is a good thing. And I'm gonna send a little bit more heat because I feel like I need it for that section there. All right, let's keep going, guys. So I'm gonna try to just freaking weld that, but it is not easy. It's not a great access point. Can I, if I was able to hold it like that, which I should be able by doing this here, I think it might be easier. Yeah, I think that's gonna be easier. Because now I have my good hand to do that. Except I can't see shit. All right, so far so good. That helped a lot. Nice, nice. Love to see that. Just need to finish. Oh my God, that was close. Close to a disaster, just like that. All right, just need to finish that side. At least it's underneath the thing. It won't show up too much. Let's go, we can do that. I just have like a hole showing up there that I'm trying to close, and it's not willing to close well. I'm gonna start on the other side with clean material there. I can't see shit. I can do it that way. Come on. Come on. Yeah. It's falling slowly. There we go. I think I just got it. And I will need to sharpen my tungsten, but I got it closed. Oh, finally. It finally worked. So we got that done there. Oh, it's gonna be the time to start working here. Gonna be cutting the end here. It's so noisy, that thing. If I can, I don't know if stainless steel will accept to be cut it like that. Nope. Let's just clean that up. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to, well, I'm gonna not try, but actually sharpen my tungsten again. And I'm gonna clean the end of that rod at the same time, just so we are all Gucci. There we go. By the way, Kev, what are you talking about exactly with your project? I'm not sure to understand it 100%. You're saying you are working on something with an OBD Bluetooth thingy, I guess? Are you trying like to kind of reverse engineer the thing so you can use the data from it? Or am I not understanding that thing right? Let's push the tungsten way more inside because now we have access here, and we're gonna try to go ahead and weld that. So I think this position here should be pretty good. All right, we got this. Up. All right, we're gonna need less heat because I pushed that a bit far there and it shows. 40 should be better. I almost threw a hole in there. It's trying to blend a little bit more. That worked pretty well. All right. Now, is that melted enough to make it? There you go. How do I even insert that? Yes, I'm currently ordering everything needed to assemble a CAN bus enabled microcontroller that relays information with Bluetooth. Somewhat similar to those OBD Bluetooth dongle, but self-made. Nice! And what do you think you're gonna get from that? Only data to monitor the car, or do you think you're gonna be able to use that data to actually fine-tune the car? I'm curious about the answer to that. All right, let's hold that there. That's where I need to weld. Back after a small detour at the corner of the fridge and freezer. Nice. What did you grab? What snack, Mr. Pound? We want to hear about it. I just had dinner, so it's okay. You can talk to me about food, and I won't leave the stream just to grab some food. Steering angle, brake pressure are the two sensors I'm targeting. Nice. Okay, yeah, because basically these are not achievable with standard stuff that you buy on Amazon, I think, right? Alright, that's gonna be a tough one to achieve. That well pass was pretty good, so for the gap I had, it was pretty good. The cheapest reliable strawberry ice cream I made last night. Oh man. Which should, yeah, this should. It should be, but is the signal is like accessible. Do you have an electric power steering in your car? I'm guessing so, right? Because steering angle, well, in fact, there is always the clock spring behind the steering wheel that is probably sending that signal, even in my BMW and stuff like that. Cheapest reliable CAN bus enabled dongle I could find is close to 200 if you want pre-made. My current card is $30. Yeah, electronics when you're doing DIY thing is usually not that bad. That's the amazing thing with them. Usually you can find pretty much everything for cheap-ish. Good enough. Complete that section there. No, a hole. There we go. All right, I managed to throw a hole in it, but saved the day quite well. Oh my God, I'm not looking forward to where we need to go now. That's gonna be a rough spot to weld. I can already tell you that. Holy crappy crap. I need to go underneath. Yep, and steering angle is used by the DSC module, control of the ABS module. Individual wheel speed should also be available with the same logic. Wheel speed, probably not for each of them, probably just for one of them. Oh, but you mean the brake pressure? Okay, yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, if the first gen had it, there's no point they will have go back on that, right? All right, guys, it's time for a test fit in the car because I'm observing some heat getting put in there, obviously, and I just want to make sure it's still fitting in the car. I need to reinsure myself there. Up. What is the bip? Why do I have again a bip in here? And I don't know what it is. Is it my lawnmower charger? Oh wait, it might be my garage door when I'm honestly I feel like my welder is right on the limit of what the breaker can provide to it. But again, it shouldn't be the same breaker for the garage door and the 220 volt. I don't know, but it feels like it might be my garage door opener that is messing around. Each wheel, otherwise traction control wouldn't know which wheel is this. Ah, true. Okay, and it's made in a way that it will reduce one side and not all of it. True. Yeah, testing that in the car. Let's do that. Because I can see a bunch of deformation happening already, so I just want to make sure. Like, I feel like we lost some fitment last time, and I'm hoping tonight that it's just gonna get better, basically. Because we are welding the opposite side as last time, so maybe it will close the gap, who knows. Ow. So far, it does feel a little bit better. Let me check that. Yeah. So far, it does feel a little bit better. Yep, I can close it like that right now, which is pretty good. All right, we're gaining in clearance so far. That's what we love to see. Saying that, let's just make sure I'm not bullshitting myself there. Yeah, no. Doing great. That gap's gonna close by itself with that thing here on top. Like, I can definitely force it to touch with the flex. All right, let's go. That's a win. Hopla. All right, there we go. Proof of concept so far is good. Now we just need to keep welding in a really rough place. Hup, I'm gonna bring you there. Maybe a little bit higher like that. Thank you again, guys, for being here. Appreciate you, honestly. It's cool to have people even that early in the stream. All right, how are we going to hold that in a way that I can weld the spot I need to weld? Will that be working? Kind of, but not really. Man, that's gonna be a tough one. Oh, we might have something with that. We might have something with that if I'm standing up like that. Yep, I think I could make it happen this way. All right. Open up slightly. Turn that on again. Let's keep going. The tungsten's not excellent. We're gonna sharpen it again just to make sure we get ourselves the best out of it. It touched once. It's not bad. It's not great. So we're gonna make it great. Just like so. It was really nothing, but just wanted to get a bit more of a sharp tip and make sure we're gonna get something. So from there, we're gonna be welding while standing up this time, and hopefully we won't fuck it up. Up, up, like so, like so. Yep, I should be able to do something with that, hopefully. It's mostly like, I will need something to rest my arm on it right now. That will be great. I don't know if the ladder could do, nah, I don't think it's gonna be at the right height. Right now, yeah, it's gonna be like uneven, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Not too bad. Yeah, really not that bad. Can I get an angle like that? Yep. Fuck. I think I was digging a hole right there, or close to. If you've seen the flashes, it is oxygen going through into the weld. So we're gonna be fixing that right now. Yep, that's really a tough one when that's happening. Well, so far it's not going bad. We just have a small piece left to do. Let's see how I can make that happen there. Yep, that's gonna be a tough one too. So far this is working. Half a centimeter left. Damn, I hate those tight spots like that. It is so hard to work with them. Like, to work on them properly is almost impossible. Can I hold it somewhere like this? Probably. If I lay it down on the ground, well, flat. Like, is good. I almost sit in on absolutely nothing. Can I get there? Kind of, but not really. Oh my god, that's gonna be a tough one there. Lesson to myself, try to avoiding those super tight spots. Oh, did I made it? I did it! Let's go, progression! So we just got that super tight spot at the bottom there done. I think it's the full ring. It is the full ring being absolutely done. Let's freaking go. All right, so we're gonna start doing that side here. Or no, let's go at the bottom here, and we're gonna make sure we close those gaps right there. Just because it's gonna give a little bit of a break at the top there. So let's grab our filling rod, our filler rod actually, for the mill steel. Let's crank a little bit the amp. 50 should be pretty decent. And let's start working on that. Whew, we got some progression, guys. Let's go. All right, so let's start right at the bottom here. And let's move. I'm gonna hit the cam for sure now. Speaking of which, let's bring it down. Fuck. Of course I touched my tungsten right at the end there. I can tell that with less gas than last time, it is showing. And we need to sharpen it again. It is showing the difference in the amount of gas. I can feel it, the way it reacts. It was more stable last time, so maybe I'm gonna crank it just a touch more. It's not awful right now, it's just like not just as good. Just gonna crank it a touch more. I feel like I'm not as precise as last time. I've been sharpening it a touch more also, but I think it's due to the fact that it's not reacting the same as with the gas. So yeah. Also maybe 50 is a little bit high. It was melting quite fast. I'm gonna tone it down to 45, 46. There you go. Prefer to take my time a little bit more than having some trouble welding that being accessible spot. I'm gonna make the tungsten quite small too, so all that together should help quite a lot. All right, cam's still working, so let's keep going. I'm gonna just remelt a little bit that spot there. There you go. Also, one thing I just realized, my run is not straight on the metal pipe anymore. So we're gonna put it back there, just because it is for sure going to help. Just gonna try to find a spot where it's not trying to throw that on the ground, but yet direct ground is better than indirect ground, that's for sure. Come on, dude. Stay there, okay? Oh, you want to pivot so bad. Not really fun, you know? There's no shot I can make it stand like that. Yo, this is working great. How long before that thing goes to the ground? Probably not so long. Let's be honest. Nah. I want to believe it's gonna work great. Oh my god, it's so silent now welding with that. And I remember Bash telling me that it's supposed to be quite subtle, the TIG welding process. It's not supposed to be loud or anything. There we go. Well, that one is smooth. Yeah, I think we are getting the feeling we were supposed to have. Well, there you go. Let's keep going. go. And one less here. Now, this is when it's going to the ground. Told you what's going to happen. Told you. It's okay, we saved the day there. Maybe I have just broke the cam, right? There we go. Oh no, it's still good. All right. Alrighty. Well, that's another side done. Hopefully this center there is not going to be a leak. Okay, bye. Should I melt it again just in case? Because I see like a fisheye in the center of one spot, and I have one more thing I would love to do. Let me just try to do. Wait, what? And I just killed the cam. There we go. Here we go. Just heard the beep again. I still cannot figure out what it is. There we go. There we go. We good? We good. All right, what do we have left? Section at the back there. Could have been dangerous that, because this is now freaking hot. Flaming dragon. All right, let's go. So we have a couple of sections there. They're not super long, but they are not short either. I think it's gonna be a matter of holding that just right there, basically. Even just like that, and move ourselves to the side there. So guys, I'm gonna move you up to that side like this. And we're gonna go just like that. Let me bring my pedal there. That here, let's not put the ground on top of the camera cable, because that might be why sometimes we have some issues. So let's start at the bottom here again, and then we're gonna move up and try to finish that bottom part there. Nice, that was a good one. The beginning was a bit shy. Let's try to maybe just melt it a little bit more. Just felt like the beginning was not melted enough, but there we go. We have something decent now. The angle at which we are using the tungsten does matter a lot with TIG welding. It's crazy. There we go. One loop entirely done. Oh, I broke the cam. How insane is that? Quality streaming. There we go. Whoops, there we go. Can I make sure we are not too close to that? There we go. All right, let's keep moving up. So I'm gonna go on that one. I'm just gonna move up. I won't bother like going up, down, because otherwise I would have started the middle basically. There we go. Let's keep going. There we go. Whew, that's getting hot in here. Hey, we're doing not bad. Milled steel is way easier to do, honestly. It's quite crazy, the difference. All right, one more pass. I'm kind of missing a place to put my knee on. Not my knee, my elbow. Here. Yeah, that should be better. That should definitely help. time to reinstall myself there. Woo! We're done, guys. That bottom part still needs some stuff at the top, but bottom part here is definitely definitely done. That's hot. Let's show it really close. But there we go. We are doing great on that. Let's move on to this part here. So what I'm gonna do now is weld 2 of them, or all of them, we'll see, at the back here. And then we're gonna move on testing that again on the car. Because basically, I'll leave myself the actual adapter to the turbo, that if I have to smash it a little bit just to give it an angle or something, I'm gonna be technically good to do that. Can just cut the welds and try to manage something there. So that's my idea. If we ever need to do that, well, at least we have the option. So from that being said, let me move that towards the back there. And I need to figure out how am I going to install myself to weld that thing. And I do believe that this might be the actual solution here. I have access to all that, and I will have difficulties to connect that, but that's a problem for 15 minutes. Me. So I can go from there. Yeah, even that is gonna be rough a little bit. I wouldn't mind if that was just a little bit more like that. All right, can I make it something similar to that and hang it a little bit in the air? I think I will be able to, right? At least bring those a little bit further. That should already help quite a lot. Here we go. And now let's bring that one here. Yo, that one's not bad. That one's not bad, honestly. Hell yeah, brother. There we go. And I can keep going on top now. Cam is good, yes. Alright, I have dirt. I have dirt at the end of my tungsten. Let's sharpen it again, because I think those flash are due to that. Let's do it. And then we're gonna get back at welding. Way better. Hopla. Yo, it's looking like something now. That's cool. We're almost done. Then we reinstall that and we start cutting our intercooler piping. We're probably an hour away from getting that done. TIG welding is definitely a long process, to be fair. I don't have any more access to that. Let's move back down here. This is the one. Alright, I cannot go further than that. Hup. It's getting hot in here. Yo, I just burned part of my hoodie there. Yikes. That's how hot the fill rod can get. That's why I'm having that hoodie for welding. Right here, I'm gonna have to take care of what I'm doing because I can see that it is one of the spot weld that I did remove in the past, which mean I will end up having less material a little bit there. So really need to take care of that. Feel like that pass? Yeah, that pass beautiful. Honestly, those 3 passes right there, guys, cannot ask for more, really. And try to get them into your face. Come on, focus. There you go. Not bad, not bad. We're getting there. So 3 more spots. And this 3 loops there are done, I think. Yep, looks like it. And this is a pretty good way to finish them. So let's go. Not sure what I'm doing anymore, so I'm gonna retake good position. Camera's still good. Is it done? Feels like it. Let's go. All right, let's finish the middle one now. Done. And now last part there of the loop, last but not the least. And there we go. Woo! Connected. So with that being done, it leaves us with that loop here on both sides, and then we test fit that and we have that final conic shape at the front to tweak it a touch if needed. So let's do it. I'm gonna start by doing that, I guess, and start right on the top here. So what I'm gonna do is like start melting it and welding it on the side of the pipe, the return pipe of the wastegate, and I'm gonna start moving like that. Then we're gonna flip it and do our things just like we did now, so it should be not bad. Hopefully. So far, not so bad. There we go. Nice. Let's flip it. Oh, we are, no, okay, we didn't start at that side. Oh yeah, we did. What? I really just have that left to do? Holy, let's go. Well, that's wonderful. I just have a really small section of 1 inches here, and we're done with that one too. Boom! Guys, it's almost done. It's almost over. We're almost ready to rumble. Whew, time for a pause. Hey, we didn't use half the bottle in 2 hours. That's good, 1 hour 30. That's a progression there. All right. So we have one last section there that we need another filler, type of filler rod to complete the thing. But here we go. We have pretty much all of it in one section there until we see if we have any leaks or anything. But yeah, it's pretty much up there. What we're gonna do now is leave it there for a little cool down, because right now it's quite hot to handle. And if everything does go well, we should be able to put that back in the car. If it is the case, we're gonna be welding that. If it's not, we're gonna try to figure out how we can play with it to reorientate that in a decent place. Let me grab in the meantime a 309 welding rod, and we're gonna prepare our pins there for the last freaking weld on that thing. What's up, chef? How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to that welcome to that quite another stream of welding action. Got some gas this morning because I woke up super early for that, and went on tonight to finish the downpipe. It is entirely welded up to the bottom part there. That part we're missing 2 loops. The reason for that is that I anticipate a problem with the 90 degrees we need to do at the bottom there to clear the ground and everything. So if I have to modify it, I'm gonna keep that not welded for now. And we are missing 1 entire loop here. And the reason for that is that I want to test fit it one last time, because worst case I can still cut it and try to adjust the angle a touch if needed. So we're gonna go on with that and hope for the freaking best. So the idea here in the car is going to be to, well, obviously connect that to the turbo, but from there, run that, have a V-bend 90 degrees and have a flex pipe at the bottom there. So that means in the car, it should look like something like this. And at the bottom, we're gonna have that thing here, which is a huge flex pipe that will look like that. So we're gonna be basically doing a 90 degree there, connecting into one of these before going to the first muffler. So the flex pipe there should allow some decent flexibility on all that system to prevent it from cracking without also holding any stress on it. So that should be pretty easy. That should be pretty good. Hopefully we're gonna have a fun time doing that. But if we can get that done tonight, that will be cool. Also, we're gonna have to think about our actual O2 sensors. I'm really thinking about one here and one there, one for the gauge and one for the computer one. I really think I'm gonna put it somewhere, I don't know exactly, maybe here so that I can use that bracket on top. I need it to be quite far from the manifold to not melt it, but at the same time I want it to orientate so that I can push the cable on top of the engine basically. So yeah. All right, I think it cooled down enough for me to handle it with gloves. So let's go into the car. How you doing, chef? What are you up to tonight? Are you working night shift again? I think it's your thing, right? I think it is your thing. There we go. That. Yo, I think it closed the gap with the actual wastegate. The problem of fitment that we have, I think welding the entirely on one side the last time was the good call to basically finish and bring that back to where it was supposed to be today. I want that to hold there. What I want to do now is this. Right there. Yo, this is spot on. Honestly, one of the best so far, I think. One of the best fitment we had so far. All right, I need the tool. Up, where did I put my Allen key for that one? Hello, Allen key. Did I throw it around here? Nope. Oh my God, I hate myself when I'm losing my tools. There it is. So what I'm gonna do is that. So I want to connect the V-bend here while it is in the good spot. So that when I'm gonna be connecting with the turbo, it shouldn't like remove that from its spot. There we go. Hell yeah, brother. That, and now let's go with the top part here. All right, I'm curious to see if we're gonna have some leak problem, because now back of the turbo and that are not exactly flush with each other. So that means we might need to play with it a touch. But with the wastegate being connected, now we can put the stress entirely into the flex pipe, which should allow us to play a little bit. I mean, it looks to sit quite flush. Like, I can definitely almost close it perfectly. It's just that this right there I don't think we're gonna have much more choices than just sending it and see in practice how it's gonna be working or not. Oh my God, I figured out what was beeping. It's been beeping for a long time. All right, so there's something there. I think there's a bit of misalignment with it. It's gonna be something we're gonna find out later on, I guess. Nothing I can fix right away, and if it is working, we won't need to bother with it. But if we're having issues, well, we're gonna know where to look at. I'm really curious to see if I'm gonna have some problem with sealing the back of the turbo. But I prefer to seal the wastegate properly and have to play a little bit with the back of the turbo than anything else. So we're gonna go ahead and weld it. Shit, I want to lose the nut. It is on the ground. Don't want to lose it. Well, guess what? I lose it just like I lost that tool. Low. Up. There and there. Back on the bench. So what will be the best welding option there? I guess that. For now, it's gonna be one of the best thing. Let me grab the nut back so that we won't be looking for it later on. I don't know if you were the one. Doesn't feel like it. Feel more like you were that one. Here. Have a nut on the loose. It's there. Got it. Boop. So we're gonna go back to the workbench right here, and we're gonna tackle down our final weld all around here. So that should be working quite good. Fitment is not too bad. We're gonna use 309 filler rod and we're gonna sand it. Let's go. Oh, I will take a little bit of water also, because damn, it's hot welding. People doing that as a job in a shop where it's 30 something degrees in summer are probably going insane, honestly. I love how yesterday there was a bunch of people in here and tonight it's so calm. But I'm not usually streaming on Thursday, so that may explain why. So calm, yet I'm feeling so good because I see some huge progression right now, and this is what I like the most. All right, energy is good tonight. So we are going to exploit it at our best. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna start welding all that. Let's sharpen the tungsten one more time. I mean, at the same time, like I said yesterday, it's pretty much the same freaking kind of stream for the last, what? 2-3 weeks. Where cam is failing because of the TIG welder and all. So, you know, I'm not expecting people to watch the same shit over and over again. I mean, on Twitch, when you think of it, people gaming, it's pretty much what's going on. They are doing the same kind of stuff over and over again, but I guess there's more action and stories behind it than welding. Welding, it's either it's going super well or you just threw a hole in your weld, like in your pipe, and that sucks. All right, let's do this. Get that to stay somewhere like this. It's really, I'm guessing. Oh, I was maybe up something with that. Yeah, that's not bad. to take care because there is a bigger gap here than we had at the start, so we don't want to throw a hole at this point. It's going pretty well, though. Up, up. And can I hold that there? Good, sir. This kind of holding. Fuck. Guess who just threw a hole in its pipe? Not too bad, but not great. We got this.
Oh, come on, man.
What's up, Only Cow? How you doing? Alright, something's going on. I'm gonna sharpen because I think I have some dirt on my tungsten, so it's creating some flashing pattern that I hate. How you doing, Only Cow? How was the drive with the RX-7 today? Was probably awesome. Brop brop. Not gonna lie, I thought of you last weekend when I drove that RX-8. Rotary power, man. Just getting home, eating some nachos. Ah, I'm jealous. Nachos is god tier. All right, let's go. On my side, I got some gas today. We're trying to finish that thing here. All right, that's not going to look great, but at least it is fully welded. Can I make it so I can stand still a little bit more? Yes, sir. Nice, nice, nice. I think I already asked the question, but I don't remember the answer. Do you plan on running the RX-7 on the track at some point? Like even just like for one chill day of just trying it, or not at all? Because like, I mean, it's a tricky question, right? It's not like, yeah, me spending shit ton of money on a car, but for the sole purpose of doing some performance, right? On your side, it's that you have a car that performs well, but is worth a lot due to its, to the fact that it's rare. So, you know, it's a collectible car. And so I'm guessing it's not easy to answer that question. Yo, we're done. Yeah, probably I won't be able to not, but we'll probably wait till I go over all suspension and stuff. I'll eventually do a health checkup on the motor. Nice. Love to hear that. Because I'm the type of guy who thinks a car is not made to just keep its value in a garage, it's made to be used. So even if my BMW M3 was low mileage when I got it, I drove everywhere up to New York with it, had a blast, road trip memories, and awesome performance on the track. So, you know, I'm really in that type of mindset that a car must be used. Just like that, manifold is now done. Not manifold, I mean downpipe. That downpipe is fully welded now. Let's give it a little rest and we're gonna test it on the car. Woo! Progression, baby. Let's freaking go. Ugh. It's hot in here. Let's turn off the welder. It's done, but not the end over there, just because, like I said, that one we're gonna be waiting until we're sure that the bottom section is done. The welding goes well. We just finished what I wanted to finish. So basically the entire thing is welded up to here. Here we're keeping a little bit of play just because we might have to modify it if it's not clearing the ground enough to my taste. But this is all welded now. So we have some tricky spot, but honestly, we haven't done too bad on that one. If I can make it focus there, let's go. So, not too bad. Seen better, seen worst. Doesn't want to focus, eh? There you go. So, yeah. This is all ready to go in the car. So we're gonna see if it's still fitting pretty well. Hopefully it is. And hopefully we're gonna have fun using that. Here, I don't know what happened, but that's a weird one. All right, let's turn the camera and let's install that again in the car. One final shot for a while. Technically, until we have to play with a bunch of things here that will make it impossible not to remove it. But hey, that's part of the game. So what we're gonna do now is bring this. We're gonna go up here. I'm gonna put it at the bottom there. There we go. Let's see if, because I kind of want it to cool down in a final mounting position. So we're gonna make sure this is happening tonight. Ow, this is so rough in the hand. Metal Drum, what up, man? How you doing, sir? No activities for the kid tonight? I see, more than lurking tonight. Let's go! Appreciate that, man. There we go. There. So that, we're gonna be using that there. Let me grab that tool. Hey, Phoenix, welcome by. Oh man, I want to hear that whistle too, brother. Honestly, I just want to hear that so freaking back. What up?
The Phoenix just joined the crew.
Welcome into the crew, man. So what you're watching is a V8 6-liter getting a turbocharge. Nothing has run yet in that car. Basically, I've been working for the last 11 months on that project so far. So welcome on the build of that little Datsun 280 ZX 79, getting a full-on mechanic swap. It's not involving only the engine, it is also a manual transmission swap. So went from a 4-speed automatic. It's all right, I've got a V6 with twin turbo. Let's go! Oh, nice. Yeah, that one's a 280 ZX with basically a full-on custom subframe kit from Apex Engineer. If you had a 240, you might have heard of them. Full-on big brake kit and a coilover setup from Techno Toy. Those one, you probably know them pretty well if you had an RB26 in it. So T3 suspension, T3 big brake wheelwood kit, full-on rebuilt 6-liter LS engine with a little single turbo match to it. First time doing an engine swap, first time for pretty much everything I've done to that car. I'm not a mechanic, I'm just doing that for pure fun. And the entire build has been done on stream so far since last July. Yeah, fair. RB26 are super cool, honestly. I had the chance to drive a Skyline GTR R32, like with a built R36, with a built RB26 that was pulling a solid 450 wheel HP, and gosh, it was feeling great. Wow. What up, Blue? Thank you so much, baby. Oh yeah, brother, thank you for that little gift. It's up to Phoenix. Welcome in the crew, man. Welcome in my pit crew of amazing people. Just sold it for the Z to buy a 400Z. Let's go. How do you like them? Are they, oh, so V6 twin turbo. Okay, yeah, I see now. How do you like them, honestly? How good are they? I will love to have the chance to test one on the track. I would also love that. So yeah, basically first time also doing TIG welding and stuff like that. So I built the manifold myself so far with all the turbo, the flange and everything. There's a piece of metal making noise here. And so yeah, just finished pretty much my downpipe right now. So just test fitting it, making sure it didn't deform too much with the welding. So For real? Holy shit, that sounds great. That sounds like a car I would like. That sounds like a really funny car to drive. Not gonna lie though, I want to get that thing here done so bad. Well, you know what, guys? The little fitting trouble I was seeing over there is now gone. Welding just basically rebent it and reshaped it to its place. So that's amazing. We're lucky for once on welding stuff and all. Here, I still have some clearance. Let me check. Oh, I don't want to bring that down. So yeah, basically, if you have any question on the bill or whatever, feel free to ask. More than open to even like if you want to criticize some stuff you see or whatever, like go ahead. I'm really chill with that. Like I said, I'm not a fabricator. I'm not a welder. I'm not a mechanic. I'm a guy usually working 40 hours a week in front of a computer, doing some 3D animation stuff, okay? So definitely not my career so far, and I just enjoy cars since I'm 12 years old. Got my first car at 17, and from day one of owning it, my motto has always been, if I have the tool, I'm doing the job myself. So I've learned from there. I've read a lot of stuff on the internet, been prepping that project for the last 5 years on some different spreadsheet and all, most of them being done at my job, getting paid for them. and last year I decided after 6 to 8 months of huge overtime to just go ahead and give it a go. It was now or never to dive balls deep into that project, and here we are. We went from quite far to up to where we are now, and we're hoping, if I'm pushing myself really well in the last couple of weeks, maybe start the engine by the end of that month. So that will be great. Otherwise early July for sure, but I want to believe. I'm really in the mood of believing that it's gonna work for end of June, so get prepared for some action. I was basically streaming quite a lot during the days in the last few months, doing 4 to 5 days a week, but now I'm back to work, so you know, I had to do that. If you want to see the car, let me show it to you, because now it's just looking like a piece of shit. But if you want to see it, there we go. Let me do that, let me do this, let me do that. I've been owning the car for the last 10 years and it never worked properly. So there we go. Let me just turn off the cam. There you go. So this is my car, this is the one, this is me 10 years ago, pretty much. The car never worked properly, always had some issues. It had a swap already, a V8 5 liters from the 80s that was a piece of crap. So yeah, I decided instead of fixing it to hold to my money, save a bunch of money, and send it on a full on mechanical swap. I'm a guy doing some track, doing some autocross, stuff like that in Canada, and yeah, I just want that car to be an insane monster that I'm gonna have fun building, tuning, fine-tuning, and driving. So there we go. Here we are. Let me pull that camera a little bit higher like that, and yeah, this is pretty much it so far. Yeah, it's quite clean, honestly. It has a lot of potential for sure. And now we are all in with some brand new wheels. Basically went from 7 inches wheel to 8.5 inches at the front and 9.5 at the back. And I could even go wider at the back, but I wanted to keep something that was kind of era accurate, like period accurate for the car. So I went with these dual side. There you go. So went with these wheels. So yeah, we're gonna have quite a lot of fun with that. when I build the funds up, I'll be doing a lot to the 400Z. Love to hear that. I love to hear that. Cars are fun, and it's fun to build those. So yeah, so basically that, maybe we can see it. Let me check. We have two pieces disc brake in there too. Yep, there we go. Wheelwood 2 pieces disc brake with that are about an inch thick. So with a full-on Wheelwood brake system. Yeah. Basically, name it, everything has been done to the car pretty much. Even like up to the steering wheel and stuff like that. My power steering, as you will see, there is no power steering pulley on the car. I've swapped BRZ electric power steering to the car. That's gonna be adjustable right into the dashboard via a dimmer. Nice. Yeah, so basically everything. I have a BRZ, name it, pretty much everything from that mechanic in there, from the mechanical aspect of the car, is either custom or something from the 2000 and later. So yeah. Not the seats. You're going to dim your power steering? Yes, exactly. And that's really the thing, Archu. Let me show you. With the BRZ, it's not the seats, it's the power steering. So it is the power steering electric motor. And Archu, welcome by the way. Happy to see you here, man. Let me show it to you. It's somewhere over here, if I can find it. Yo, where's the box for that? Did I bring it over there? I don't think I did. That's not it. Where is it? Like, that's the little things that I still need to install in the car. And now it's starting to get a bit of a mess in here, so I need to take care of all that. I think I bring it at the back there. Oh, shame, they are the most comfy seat as well. They are good, but I'm planning to go on a little bit more aggressive seats, to be fair. I've been driving a bunch of BRZ on the racetrack. Really a lovely car. I enjoy them so much, but yet I still think I'm gonna go with something even more aggressive. Yo, I can't find it, but basically, where is it? Basically, Urchu, what I have is that, all right, let me explain. Oh, Recaro, I have one I have spotted. It's the one from an Evo 10. The style is amazing, reclinable, and that will be freaking cool. Front cam. So, just to make sure everybody understands the thing, electric power steering. It takes an input of speed to adjust the amount of help it's gonna provide, right? So the lower you go, the more feeling, the more assistance you're gonna get. What he said. So basically, the more assistance you're gonna get. So you're in a parking lot, you're going 10 kilometers per hour, you're gonna get a lot of assistance from the electric power steering to make sure the steering wheel is light, right? On the opposite way, if you're on the highway or on the racetrack doing 100 and something kilometers per hour, you're gonna get in there and you're gonna have less assistance, which will provide a good feeling of what's happening on the track. Right. Here we follow. In comparison, like basically a power steering with fluid, with a pump on the engine, will have a constant amount of pressure, and that consistent amount of pressure will basically provide always the same kind of feeling no matter what like what speed you're driving. It's gonna depend even just a touch more on basically the RPM of the engine more than the speed you're going, right? what I've done and what we're gonna get in that car is that the power steering fitted behind the steering wheel, which is from a BRZ, is an electric motor. Now, I bought a module from Australia being made by a guy, which is a small piece of tech that is emulating the speed. It's communicating in CAN bus to the actual power steering control module, and it is emulating speed based on a dimmer switch from Subaru. So the one you will use for your dashboard lights to make them brighter or less bright is a switch that has some click position. I think it has 5 or 6 click of position in there, and basically the guy made it so it will change the speed emulated by the module to the control module of the power steering. That being said, that means I'm gonna have a consistent power steering. I'm sorry, I can't pay attention to what you're saying with that sexy ass intercooler giving me the bedroom eyes. Right. I know what you mean. But yeah, so basically, I'm gonna be able to have a power steering that's gonna feel always the same, and I'm gonna be able to tweak the amount of feeling I get from it. So if I'm, let's say, just driving like midtown and I just want to chill, I can go and do click click on the little dimmer switch, and it's gonna make the steering wheel lighter. On the opposite way, when I get to the track, I can remove some click and get a harsh feeling on the steering wheel, which provide more feeling and like more precision because it won't be too light and move too fast. So I'm gonna be able to have a bit more resistance in it. So that's pretty awesome, and that's gonna be something we're gonna fit in the car. That's probably on the second step, honestly, where it's gonna be to make the car drivable. So we want to start the engine, we want to make sure everything's okay, and then we're gonna move on to fitting those pieces of tech in the car during the month of July. It's sexy, eh? That big ass intercooler at the front with the big ass radiator, and we're gonna be fitting some big ass oil cooler in between that. So basically, if you were not there yesterday or two, we're gonna have that also going right in here. Boop, boop. And basically we're gonna be having oil cooler and intercooler and everything we need there so that it looks amazing and works great. All right, let's keep going. Pam, 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 pam. So I was about to complete the job here. That. Dual side. How many electric fans are you gonna run? That is a lot of heat that needs this pursing. One big fan that's gonna basically cover most of the radiator. So I'm gonna have one electric fan right behind here, like right there. I already had it. It was already in the car before and cooling the V8 that was in there pretty well. Now I have a 3-row aluminum radiator plus that fan plus probably a shroud. And with that being said, it's also going to be controlled by the computer itself. So that should help having a really good read of when to start it and everything. So, and also I put a thermostat that's going to be running at opening at lower temperature, and I'm planning, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I think it's going to happen. Let me show you. Basically, the kit from Apex Engineer added that power brace right here, right? So we have that here. I'm planning to maybe put like a vent taking air under the radiator here, and basically just put a flap that will push it 45 degrees into the manifold section here. So it's gonna cool down the manifold itself. And also with that, I have some aluminum vent for the hood. There's already some plastic vent on the hood itself, but they are not like fully open and everything. So we're gonna be trimming the top of the hood and put some really good aluminum vent on the top, which will basically fit Let me show you. It's gonna fit pretty much around here on both sides of the engine. So if I have a little air intake at the front, like if I'm grabbing some air right under the intercooler here, so making like some sort of a trap right there where the air is gonna get pushed into the engine bay, it's gonna do a airflow just like a bit like a PC case where you push some fresh air in and it's gonna have an outtake, like an exhaust for those on top. So it's gonna create like basically airflow going on the manifold, cooling them down and moving on each side of the engine and going out at the top. Yes, a small scoop, it will take some work to make sure you have positive air pressure aim at a negative zone to help induce flow. I fought it for a long time trying to cool the trans fluid on my Volkswagen. Ah, so you mean like, but at the same time, you say it will take time, but at the same time, if I have a smaller opening at the front and then a bigger like, I don't know how to call them, but like it's not exhaust, like the vents itself is acting as an exhaust if you want for the air of the engine bay. If I have bigger air there and then a smaller intake, do you mean it won't? Okay, that will work great, yeah, because basically you're pushing a touch of fresh air in the front and you have some trap on the top to evacuate that, so you won't give that thing like some sort of a balloon effect where it stays in there. Like I'm gonna have a place for it to evacuate and I'm already gonna insert I'm already gonna make the airflow like face something to be pushed 45 degrees up, so it go straight at the front of the engine and wants to move upward. If you push air up behind the rad, it will struggle with cooling. For real? Oh, and that makes sense because that's gonna create turbulence, right? Even if I'm putting a shroud and like a fan shroud with the fan mounted in it, because if the bottom of the radiator is covered by the shroud, because my fan's gonna be a bit more on the higher part of it. I didn't thought of it. I didn't think of that. So I should be counting purely on my radiator. Like I said, it's probably going to be something in a second place anyway. Like I don't need that trap to be there for the first start, that's for sure. And it's gonna depend how the heat is getting managed at the front. If the fan is pushing enough air to make sure that everything stay cool enough that we don't melt anything, we won't need that. That's why we have under shields. That makes sense. But those cars never used to have some, right? But at the same time, that does make sense. You want to, because like honestly, maybe not next winter, but like in the future for that car, I want to create like, since the hood is opening like that here, I want to create a box of aluminum pushing all the air, like where I'm gonna be basically mounting a first part of the box around the intercooler here and pushing all the air from the front right into that opening for the radiator. So that's a thing, and I know it's helping a lot. Like I want to duct the front so that the 100% of the air getting in the air dam here is getting pushed inside that radiator. Even something as simple as a small exhaust fan to help extrude that air will make a big difference. Yeah, good ducting is really a huge thing in the front of a car, I know that. Yeah, so I guess before putting any effort at the bottom there, I should focus on that so that the airflow going through the radiator goes in the front of the engine too, which will help push out. So we're gonna get a lot of air going through here and having a place to extract the heat at the top of the hood. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be that for the beginning, because there's no way I can make something for that yet. gonna close my gas bottle before I forget. There we go. Good boy. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it. Honestly, gonna have to think about it. So there, we are all good. Oh, it's looking fantastic. I'm really happy with that downpipe, honestly. I think it's at least the 13th time I'm seeing it, but like, really happy with the clearance of the chuck tower. That is not huge, but still there. We're gonna put some reflective material there, but the way it's going down, going around the actual manifold, clearing the spark plug wire and all, I'm really happy with that. We're gonna have plenty of space for the O2 sensors at the back there. Air scoop will probably help, but I've never built a Z with an LS, so I'm just guessing. I'm also extra picky about temps since most of my experience is air-cooled engine. Yeah, fair. Air-cooled is something else. Yeah. No, honestly, for my build, I've been chatting with a guy I've been racing with who has a Z06 Corvette, so LS engine, of course. And yeah, he told me pretty much all the temp. What is the limit temp he's looking for when he's racing on the track, doing some 20-30 minute lapping session and all. So I have a guideline of what temp I'm aiming for, what temp I don't want to go above. I'm gonna have gauges. I've never shown them on stream. Okay, let's have a little break there. Front cam. Front cam. There we go. Let me grab the gauges I'm gonna put in there because they are the only brand I've seen doing that sort of gauges, and they are awesome. Because I'm also a little bit freak about that. My ECU is gonna be able to data log everything. I'm gonna be able to put the limit I wanna see on the car, but also just to make sure I have some gauges that I will be able to basically go ahead and put the safety, like the safety zone, the number to not go past it, up to my own taste. Also, in my opinion, oil temp and water temp are a million times more important than oil pressure because, let's be honest, if you hot zero oil pressure, by the time you shut down the engine, it's already gone. Fair. That brand wideband in the Miata, nice. Innovate Motorsport. Those gauges, the reason I bought them is that I have 3 spots in the dashboard already, and they are dual function. So that one here, let me check just to make sure, but by the look of it, I think it's the wideband. Boost and wideband. Yeah, it is good stuff, yeah. And dual function, boost and wideband. So basically the boost of my turbo and my AFR on one gauge. Cool. Second one, not open yet. Did I not open any of them? Yeah, that one I opened it. Second one here, let me check. You see the logo there? At the top, it's hard, it's not focusing. Oil temperature and oil pressure, one gauge for both of them. So with the sensor and everything provided, so basically it is the key to a great tuna. Lambda gauge are not replaceable. Yeah, exactly. My keyboard is fighting me tonight. Why? Oh, okay, because you're doing some wrong typing, some typo. For the price, you probably could have went with a digital dash. Honestly, yes and no. I kind of want to keep it quite stuck, and most of them, like digital dash is like 1,500 pretty much with Haltech, and these ones it cost me about $800 or $900 of gauges with all the sensors and everything. So like I know what you mean. It's kind of close, but not that close at the same time. And I have already, like, it's not like Turbo LS. Yeah, I know. I mean, the interior itself. And like one of the reason I decided to went with gauges is that I already have the 3 gauge pod in the stock dashboard. Like, it's not like I had to add a gauge, like some pods and stuff to put the gauges in there. It's really like I can just put them in there. I have already the place for that. So, you know, that's why it's gonna look quite sick in the dashboard and everything. But I do agree, and I'm not like closed-minded for a digital dashboard, not gonna lie, but that's gonna be in the second place. So yeah, so basically we're gonna have air fuel boost pressure here. We're gonna have right here the oil temp and like oil temp and oil pressure all in one. And last one is water temp and battery voltage, just because my car already had battery voltage. Super useful, honestly, when you just want to track some problems, ground problems, stuff like that. Shouldn't be an issue anymore with that setup because we did everything from scratch, but still it's gonna be there. And I'm gonna have a water temp that's gonna be a number, so I'm gonna be able to basically go ahead and just look for stuff. And all those gauges has like programmable safety zone. So if I'm saying water temp, I don't want it to go above that number. So let's say the thermostat's opening at 160. I think LS you're looking at, if I remember correctly, 210. 230 is pretty much the limit of the limit, but my friend was telling me 110, 210, 215 is pretty much where you want it to be at max. If it's going above that, it's time to do a cool down like lap or go into the pits to let it cool down. So yeah, so basically that's gonna be the thing. But yeah, I can't wait to put those in place. That's why I'm gonna have 2 O2 sensors in there, 2 wideband, just because one's gonna be straight to the computer, and the other one that we're gonna put at the same height in the exhaust, but just on 2 opposite sides, basically, is going to be to the gauge. Might have a bit of a difference because it's gonna be 2 type of sensors, but at least I'm like the AFR, I'm counting a lot on the CU to manage it, and I just want a reference to see if I see some weird crippling and spike visually in the dashboard, basically. That's great. So, man, when I built my bug, I was fighting an electrical gremlin for almost 6 months. Turned out I had a bad crimp in my brand new wiring harness fuse box. I will be driving and all my gauges will die randomly. Oh man, that sucks. I was going insane, adding extra ground and searching for bad connection, and I tore the fuse box apart. Fair. We replaced the fuse box because it was those old glass fuse in that. Pretty hard to find, honestly, at a good price nowadays. So basically I replaced a while ago, like 6 or 8 months ago, the fuse box for a fuse with mini fuse in it. Is it mini, that one? It's maybe not the mini fuse, but just the one size bigger but plastic fuse that you can find in any hardware shop nowadays. So if I blow one, it's gonna be easy to replace. And so yeah, when I say I modernized the entire car, at the beginning of the build, we basically went on and traced back every single wire in the engine bay to make sure it was useful. And if the answer was no, it's not useful, we removed that entirely. So if I had something at the front here, I was going back inside the car, up to the connector, from the connector up to the computer, basically. And we did remove absolutely everything that was useless, and tested everything's still working. I know I'm missing a few connections to plug under the dash, but I know we have to remove it anyways to install the gauges. But yeah, basically I cleaned the entire wiring loom, ending up with just like, I still have it somewhere. You want to see it? Let me show you the amount of shit we removed from that car. that's all the extra wiring that was not used in the car. That's the old fuse box here. And that's all electronics that were in the dash, under the seats and stuff like that. Some of them being some old cruise control that was working with a vacuum pump. So when you were triggering it, there was just like basically a module controlling a vacuum pump to pull some vacuum into the carburetor. It was injection stuff on that 6-cylinder. So basically pushing some vacuum to control the speed and everything. So like it was a really big system, so I removed every freaking thing. I wasn't sure if the ECU was controlling some body loom stuff, and so we traced back every single wire, ending up having no more wires to the actual ECU that was still in the car, the original one from Datsun. And so I was able to pull out the entire old 40-something years old ECU. So that's quite insane when you think of it, right? It's so cool. So it was a real big job. We spent over a month doing electrical stuff, honestly, but damn, it was worth it because now everything is way more simple in that thing. All right, let's go on. What's our next stop there? I'm tempted to try to do the bracket for the intercooler, but at the same time, I know we're waiting for some rubber bushing, so we're gonna be having that probably, I would say, tomorrow. So maybe wait for that for the weekend. So we might just start doing the cuts for the pie cuts for the actual intercooler mount here, and the 90 degrees we need to build also. Now that we have gas, it's motivating to do that. Turn in that copper for scrap and get some extra cash. Yeah, I know, right? And I have a bunch of scrap metal under the table in the corner of the garage. That's probably worth close to $100 too. So, you know, gonna have to take a look at all this and yeah, just try to get some extra money out of that for sure. But for now, my money is something I'm not even thinking about anymore, because I'm just like, man, I just freaking want that project to drive and to run, to hear the engine and all that. Like, it matters a lot to me right now. Still need to add the gasket also at the bottom of the turbo there. Should have done that in the first place, because now we did the entire downpipe, but won't matter that much. Actually, it's gonna help technically, because that here is gonna push just slightly up the turbo, and it's gonna help to get even a better close fitment there. Just gonna use a hole saw through the radiator for the piping. Yeah, of course. I mean, come on. Like, the radiator, what is the purpose? To cool down. So if my turbo piping is going through the radiator, it's gonna help it cool down. Buff, I bet, bitch. You probably already saw that meme, but like, it was something 5 or 6 years ago, I think. It was like someone that said, I made some cooling hole in my radiator, and he basically used that hole sign, just went through and did the entire radiator with like 2 inches hole all the way through. It was like a freaking meme 5 to 10 years ago. Damn, it was good. Yep, we're gonna start cutting some pipes tonight. What time is it already? Damn, 8:30. Let's go. I think we're gonna try to cut all the pipe we need just so we can do that. I'm gonna make sure I have no, I have not seen, but it's not like what I was thinking pretty much. Damn, I was sure you were referring to that. I got it. Wait for it. I just find it with a quick Google search. Oh my god, the quality is so bad, Phil, but it's gonna be good enough. There you go. You've seen that on Vento's garage stream. Man, I can't. They are. That's the worst. Yikes. Yeah, yikes. Big, big yikes. All right, I wanted to go there to do pie cuts. Should be 5 degrees each to do a 10 degrees 9 time. Yeah, I don't need calculator in the end. Definitely have not seen till today. Nice. Well, you're welcome. Now you need to wash your eyes for unseeing what you just seen. What you have just seen. All right, that. We're gonna bring the saw back here. Plan is 9-10 degrees pie cuts to do a 90 degrees that we're gonna make really tight in the middle, like on the small section, maybe like 5 to 8 millimeter wide, so we have a really tight 90 degrees once we're gonna weld that. That's pretty much the only reason I'm not using one of the pre-made 90 degrees, is because I really want to make one that's gonna be a bit more compact. That being done, it will allow us to check if we are okay to clear the ground and everything for our exhaust system under the car. So let's cut that already, and after that we're gonna move on and take measurement for the intercooler piping right here. Intercooler piping, the idea is to make a S to bring that a little bit higher, because the intercooler on this side is higher than the turbo outlet basically, so we need to make sure to bring those two together. I'm gonna lurk for the rest of the night off to bed to be up at 4:50. Have a great rest of the stream and a better night, my friend. Hey, love you, Archu. Have a good one. Thank you for chatting so much tonight. Appreciate you, man. See you later. Have a good night. All right, let's grab some steel pipe, and then we're gonna move on to, do I still have some pipe left? I think the first one's already gone, right? And then we're gonna use the stainless steel one to do our because I want to say it, intercooler piping. Oh my god, damn. I see some piping over there, but I think this is 2.5. This is some 90 degrees 3 inches. We won't use that one. That either. I thought I had leftovers from the first batch, but it seems like no purse. Let me grab something here, guys. Just need to take a look. Or this is the leftover? No way. Oh yeah, it is. Lol. Well, let's bring that. That has never been cut. I doubt it was. I don't understand anymore. But there we go. We're gonna cut in that thing there. Can't remember. Oh, before I forget, because I keep forgetting, one thing we're gonna do, dual side. We're gonna go on inside the car and take the measurement for the inlet and outlet of radiator and the one of the water pump, just to make sure that we are ordering the good thing. 35 mil, because I just want to know if I need some adapters, and I bet I will need it. There's right there. Huh. Pump. There we go. Let's take some notes. Do I have a card thing already open? Yes, there. That's done. That's done. Okay, so radiator. One time 35 millimeter, And the bottom one here, $35 too, so both $35. I'm gonna confirm on the order I did when I bought that radiator. But yeah, so far so good. Now, can you see it? Not really, right? What I'm gonna do is take the measurement for these two pieces of tape here and here. So that one seems a bit bigger. Yep, it is. So we need to go on that one for a 38 millimeter, so a little bit bigger. Maybe if I was a bit dirty, I could heat up like a 90, the same pipe as this, and make it fit in there really tight, but it will work. But I think I'm gonna find a coupler or something. 2 times 35 that water pump, 1 time 38 mil, and what is that one there? $33 mil. Oh man, are you serious? That one's gonna be a fucker, to be fair. 33 mil. I wonder if the 35 mil could be clamped hard enough to prevent any leak. Like honestly, 35 to that, I'm pretty sure we are good to go with a good clamp here, and 35 bottom there to that one here. Pretty sure that a 30 mil, that a 35 mil that's just like stretched to its maximum with a bit of heat could do it too. So honestly, it's tempting. Oh, let's do that, let's do this. But it's probably not the cleanest way to do it. I'm probably facing a metric versus imperial problem there. Everything should be in metric. And I don't want anyone saying you beg to differ in the chat. Metric is OP. Even Micah is telling me that I'm right. There we go. And it's so bright outside still at 8:30. It's awesome. It shows that we are close to the 21st of June. Right, that here. Time to cut. Up. We're gonna bring that back in here. We're gonna do our 9 pie cuts. So no need to take some precise measurement for that one. It's really gonna be a matter of just installing that, of just cutting it both sides 5 degrees and making sure we are all Gucci to move on and like tack them together and do a 90 degrees bend with it. Pretty much going to do the same for the intercooler piping too. Yeah, we're probably gonna prepare all that. That way we're gonna have a big push done on the cutting, and then we're gonna be able this weekend to work on that too. I don't like that. Let's go a little bit more on the corner just to make it safer. There we go. That's not moving anywhere. Boom. And now let's bring our trusty little stand, which represent that and that to just hold the pipe a little bit in place, easy. Now that being said, let's introduce our 5 degrees angle. $5, and do I have my air gun not too far? Could use it to clean a little bit that thing there. It's not close. Never mind, I don't want to search for it. YOLO, let's send that. So what I'm gonna do is this. Use that. Damn, it's a big exhaust pipe. It's way too big. But the less resistance behind the turbo, the more power, and that's the important part, to be fair. So the idea here, just to make it quick and simple, is that we're gonna be cutting, spinning, cutting again, and we're gonna keep that quite minimal, the amount of distance on the smallest piece there, just because we really want it to be clean and flush, so that we're gonna build a 90 degrees out of 9 pie cut of 10 degrees each, so 5 degrees on each side, which means we're gonna be able to do a tight, sharp turn under the car to bring the exhaust towards the back. So ideally, don't want to go too sharp, but in our case, we have some clearance issue that we need to fix, and that's gonna be the best way to do it. So on that being said, guys, I'm gonna go and you're gonna enjoy some lo-fi, so let's go. Loud noise. So just so you get what I'm doing there, I'm cutting, and because I don't want to be messing around calculating 1,000 things, I'm using my pencil to mark approximately the top section of my pipe. So in the front, on the thickness basically. So then when I rotate it around, I can make sure that this part is facing the lowest point possible. So it is where it's contacting with my plate there. And so with that being said, that means I can just send it and cut another pie cut right there. So I can try to adjust that, and that's gonna provide my freaking angle there, 10 degrees. Let's just make sure we're not gonna cut next to it. Let's go. Loud noise. So this is really the smallest I can go. This is gonna be hard to weld, but at the same time to make it sharp, this is a good example. 10 of these will give me, no, 9 of these will give me 90 degrees because we set it to make a 10-degree angle, which we get here. So that 10 degrees means 9 of them will bring us to freaking 90 degrees. So that being said, let's mark our top section here again. I will say it's maybe more over here actually. Yep. That, and with that being done, we're gonna rotate it. And now we already have one angle on one side, which is amazing. So we're gonna go for a second one. I'm maybe gonna leave a little bit more space there, like so, like so. And so now I just need to cut it one after the other, and I'm always gonna get that. I'm out for the night. See ya, see ya. Let's go. Enjoy your night. Have a good night. Catch you later. Loud noise. So remember when I said I needed to make sure I'm not going too slim? Well, I'm not doing better there. So we're gonna need to make sure we are getting a little bit more meat around that, but at the same time, it's really not bad for what we're doing. There. So now I know a little bit better where to aim. That will be pretty much there. Just to make sure I have a little bit more meat on my thing. Yep, right there. Loud noise. All right, so I'm already halfway through. So with all these done, I need 4 more and I should have a 90 degrees almost perfect. Let's say perfect because basically the way I'm doing that is really approximative. I'm not really making sure I'm pivoting it by 180 degrees, so it is not the most accurate way, but it should give us something really close, which is exactly what we're looking for. So let's go. Loud noise. All right, I think we have all of them now. Time to clean them up. But if we're just looking for fun at them, we should have something that works quite great here. So the hardest part will be to make sure, well, hardest, just to make sure, yeah, I'm gonna need to clean them to make sure everything's good. So we're gonna go over here. Right there. We're gonna be using the belt to just clean at least the outer edge and all, so that we are all good. Not supposed to use gloves, so we're gonna need to make sure they are cooled down. Sorry, a little bit. That one's still quite hot. That one too. That one's super hot. That one's okay. That one is the coldest one. All right, I have 4 to start with, and then we're gonna move on to the other one. Let's go, let's start cleaning them. Loud noise. Focus voice. Hey, salut Gab! Tu savais pas? Je te l'avais pas dit? Ouais, fait 3 semaines là. Je suis sur ma 4e en ce moment. Ouais, 4e semaine en ce moment déjà. C'est correct, c'est correct. T'as-tu hâte en fin de semaine? Je suis sûr que oui. Loud noise. Ah, ok, ouais, c'est ça. Bon, ben, ça fait 4 semaines, je travaille avec Flo chez Squeeze. Back at Squeeze, baby. Loud noise. Welcome back! How you doing? Set up the laptop in the garage? Nice. I should also set up a computer in my garage, right? All right, back at this. So far, if you want to see how that is looking, our little 90-degree custom built thing. Like I said, the gap are not all the same and it's okay, but I have just 4 of them and it's looking great. front cam. There you go. So with just 4 of them, we're at that. So we're gonna add 5 more and we're gonna get our sharp 90 degrees bend that should help clear. So it's gonna be way sharper than the pre-made one, that's for sure. So let's hope it's gonna stay awesome like that. All right, let's keep going. These two, yeah, pretty much ready to get clean. So I'm gonna manage to make them fit nicely together. Probably gonna go from the thicker one to the small one or something like that, or the smallest one on the extremity and the thicker one in the middle, we'll see. At the same time, it will be more logical to have the small one in the center to make like a sharpest turn there. Loud noise.
it's on. But it might be on, I wasn't sure.
All right, so technically we are pretty much there with a full-on 90 degrees pie cut stuff. So we're gonna see how good or bad it is fitting together, but it shouldn't be too bad, honestly. They are quite similar. They are not too far away from each other. That's gonna be the end for sure. I'm gonna throw right away as fourth and fifth the tightest one. Oh man, we're gonna have fun to weld that. Holy shit. Just to make sure we are getting 90 degrees. I'm also gonna need to measure the smallest section to just make sure. But yeah. It's gonna be beautiful and it's gonna be all hidden at the bottom of the car. Imagine that. That's not going there for sure. That one should be that. Really hard to hold 9 pieces together in my hand, but I'm gonna keep trying because I would love to present that to you. That's a thick one. Oh my god. It's not gonna be fun to weld, I'm telling you that. Alright, let me try to hold it right there. Like so, like so. That's probably one of the tightest 90 degrees we can build. There you go. So we're gonna be able to use that underneath the car to connect that and make sure it's orientated the right way. It's gonna be smoother than I thought it will be. I thought it will look worse than that. So that's gonna be for next time because I'm done for the night. I'm telling you that. Whew, what an awesome night. So we got the downpipe done. For those who were not there, let's show that again. Dual side. Dual side. So downpipe from back of the turbo and wastegate up to the bottom. Everything's welded now. We are all there. It's looking great. Fitment is great. The only thing I will have to say is that here it's a bit more flush when technically that side should be tiny bit lower than the turbo side. However, we're still missing a little gasket underneath the turbo, which will push it just a little bit higher and to the side, which should compensate for part of that and make sure sure that the seal is good. Otherwise, that here is perfect. Everything's looking great. We have just the right amount of flex there if needed. So what we just built is going to be used at the bottom of that to start the exhaust line from the bottom here. So that piece can be removed in one section. Then we're gonna have the section at the bottom. So everything's fitting great. No drama, no nothing. Welds are probably better than most of the one we had in the first place. Sheesh!
Fan 727 is looking for more power for the last 15 months.
There we go.
15 months, flushed face, sparkling heart, sparkling heart.
Sparkling heart. Thank you so much, Hawk, for the 15 months. Holy shit. Are you realizing we're getting closer and closer to the 2 years than we are from the 1 year? Like, we're not past halfway the second year, but you know, 15. Fifth freaking teen. Holy shit. That's insane. Thank you so much, Hawk. You're the best. So on that lovely turbo sound, anyone got a prime? Drop it if you want to hear the turbo sound again. Seems like no time at all. Pretty much BFF now, right? Hell yeah, I know, right? It looks like no times at all. It's crazy.
Did you know
Yeah.
with Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month?
No way, Jonathan.
Any primers?
Oh, any primers? Hell yeah. So on this, guys, like I said, I'm gonna leave it there for tonight. I had plenty of smoke, metal, grime, and dirt, and everything on me so far. But welding's done, welder is fixed, even if it was a user problem, not a welder problem. But now we didn't use half the bottle just to weld a few passes. So everything is set up properly now, and we are on to something with the exhaust, the intercooler. So next stream will probably be on Saturday, I think. We'll see, Saturday or Sunday, maybe both, who knows. Gonna depend on what I'm feeling like this weekend. Otherwise, we're gonna catch everyone on tomorrow's stream for some Tarkov, because we love some lovely Tarkov with bitbot. So I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow night for some Tarkov on this, guys. Love you all. Have a great night. See you later. Peace.